Hey guys, it's Marshall from Going Gear, and today we're going to take a look at a couple more lights from Zebralight SC31F, SC31Fw. So these are the flood versions with those frosted lenses that really diffuse the light of the 123 flashlights that Zebralight makes. Let's go ahead and open these up. We'll pull them out and show you everything you get on the inside. There's the SC31F. You can see you get the headband that they include with most of their flashlights, so you can use this as a headlamp if you want to. It'll just be on the side of your head. And then spare O-rings, and that's what you get inside the packaging. Nothing there on the bottom. And of course the instruction manual, warranty information, all that kind of stuff. And the SC31Fw comes with the same stuff. It is just the neutral version of the flashlight, so the tint's going to be a little bit different, but same accessories and everything. So pretend I opened it up and showed you those. So here's the two different flashlights. You can see physically they're pretty much identical to the SC31. The big difference is the lens that they have on there. It's frosted instead of just being that ultra clear that they have on the regular flashlights. So here's your frosted. I don't know how they do it, bead blast or sand blast or something like that, but they make it frosted so it diffuses the light. It just spreads it out instead of having the more concentrated hot spot that you get on the regular SC31 non-flood version. And I'll show you the difference a little bit better when we go outside, also here in just a minute. Alright, so the two different lights, they both have the same interface, so we're just going to use one of them to show you the interface. Alright, we got both the lights here. I went ahead and put a battery in the FW, but here is the regular cool white one. I'm going to take the tail cap off, show you the inside. Go ahead and slide a Surefire CR123 on, or in. Put that tail cap back on, and I'll show you the interface. So same interface as the rest of the current Zebralights. My favorite interface. I really like it because you can get to 3 different modes from off, and the way you do that is if you press and hold, you'll get your lowest output. Double click, you get your medium. Tap it and you get high. Not exactly a tactical interface, but I find it really useful. You don't have to cycle through any modes. You can get to low and high immediately, which is really nice, especially when you don't want to ruin your low light vision or anything like that. You can also get to all 3 modes just by pressing and holding the button, and it'll just cycle through the 3 different outputs. Through each of those actually has a secondary output as well, so when you have it on, double click it, you can see it'll cycle between the 2. And each one of those has it. So if we go back into the medium by double clicking, once we have it on, double click it again and it'll cycle between, and same for high, double click, you have your 2 different outputs. And it'll memorize whatever you put it in for each one, so you can set it up however you want and it'll memorize that until you change it again. Same exact interface on the FW. The big difference is you have that neutral white light instead of the cool white that you get on the flood version. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and turn the exposure way down and change the white balance so you can see that a little bit better. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, these colors are going to be a little exaggerated, but it'll give you a better idea of the difference. So we're going to turn both of them on into medium. So there is medium on the cool white. There's medium on the neutral white. Let me actually zoom out so you can see them a little bit better. So cool white on the right, neutral white on the left. Cool white is going to be brighter. It's higher output. But you get better colors with the neutral white. So if you like the better colors, go for the neutral. If you like the higher output, go for the cool. And you'll see how these perform outside here in just a minute when we take them outside, so you can get a better idea of how they do with greens and browns and all kinds of different colors. So alright, let's go ahead and take these outside and we'll show you how these little guys do outside. Alright, here is the SC31F and SC31Fw. We're going to be comparing it to the big 40 mag light that I always use, and I just have a regular SC31 here as well, just so you'll be able to see what happens without those frosted lenses. So let's try out the mag light first, show you how it does. There is that little bush at about 15 feet, tree out there at 100 feet. Does pretty awful, same as normal. Alright, let's try out the flood versions, see how they do. There you go, that is the neutral white version, and you can see why a frosted lens is so useful. Lights up a really wide area, obviously 15 feet away, no problem, and even out at 100 feet. The frosted are definitely not made for throw, they're not made for distance, but that tree out at 100 feet, I can still see the details of it pretty well. And when I like it, Why I like these so much is when you have it pointed down at the ground, you can kind of see why they're so useful. You've got that wider area lit up at once. So for up close kind of stuff, these are super useful. You don't get the tunnel vision that you get when you have a hot spot. And here is the cool white version. See the difference in the colors. Higher output on this one, but it doesn't bring out the colors quite as well as the neutral one does. But you still have the same different outputs and everything on it. And there it is at the 100 feet of the tree. Just to show you them side by side, we're going to have the regular flood version, or the flood version on the left, and then the non-flood on the right. Shine them around just so you can see the difference that the flood gives you. Hopefully that'll help you make a decision between the two. But there you go. That is the flood version of the Zebralight SC31. There's your neutral version on the left. If you like them, you can get them from us at goinggear.com. If you have any questions or comments, you can reach us in the comments or at goinggear.com. And if you like the video, be sure to subscribe. We do stuff like this all the time.